Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Dale's Films back with another video. Today, we're doing an outdated thing. We're doing tier lists, but I've already seen enough of players, teams, whatever. So we're just gonna do the Red Sox because I'm a Red Sox fan. For all you Red Sox fans out there, this is what I think of the team. The rankings will be from S to F, S being the best, and let's get into it. So Marcus Walden. Marcus Walden really only has this year to look from, and it's been good. Hasn't been great. I would say he's not really an A. He's probably not a B. He's more of a C player. He's kind of in the middle there. Had a good year, but still not awesome. Workman's had a really good year, and he's kind of A, B range. I'm going to throw him in B, just because we haven't seen a full season out of him yet, but he's been consistent this year. He's been good. He's still had a lot of appearances, and I'm really excited for him. Sandy Leon. Sandy Leon can only field. That's it. So I'm going to... But he's so good at fielding. I'm going to put him in D. He's a really, really good fielder, but he literally can't hit. Just can't hit. Vasquez, on the other hand, is an okay fielder, but he can hit. So he's going to go in the C range as well with Walden. Because I think hitting is kind of more important to the game, even though they play catcher. Now, Xander Bogaerts is kind of an SA. I'm going to throw him an A because I don't think he's to the level of the S. Xander Bogaerts, because he's not an all-star this year, which is a travesty, by the way. I could go talk about hours how Xander Bogaerts is not an all-star and how that's the worst thing that's ever happened ever. I think it's just ridiculous. All right. Well, whatever. It's okay. He's the A tier. I believe this is Marco Hernandez, and Marco's probably D tier. He had a good start to this season, had the big home run against Baltimore, but he's really nothing special right now. We'll see if he can progress, but I put him in the D. I don't think he's nearly to C to these ranges yet. Holt's going to throw in D too. I think just compared to the guys ahead of him, he's just not there. He's a really good player, but I just don't think he's to the level of some of these other guys. Nunez is also D. He's not horrible. He's not good at really anything. He's just kind of scrappy. I wouldn't say he's a bad player, but I think he's a good player having a team, but I don't know, he doesn't seem that good. Sam Travis is an F. Sam Travis is, I've talked to him once, and he is the most boring guy you will ever talk to. He's just like, okay. Like I said, it's Sam Travis. He really doesn't do much well. He's an okay fielder, okay hitter. Really doesn't have the power he probably should at first base, but there he is. Andrew Benintendi. Andrew Benintendi was a C for me. I really don't think he has progressed well this year. He's had a really bad year. Last 2 years have been okay, good to okay. This year has just been bad. Really no power numbers to speak of. He's not really hitting the ball well. He's playing okay defense. It's just not great. Matt Barnes, I'm also going to put in C. I think he's a good reliever, not a great reliever. I think he's so up and down. I don't know. I don't think he's nearly Workman or Bogey level. Mookie, I don't know. He's having such a bad year. If it's an even year, give me an S all the way. If it's an odd year, I'd give me an A. So I'm going to put him in S. Just because I think he has the potential to be that good, and some nights he really plays that well, but this year is just not having it. But I'm going to put him in S tier. Jackie Bradley Jr. is probably the most consistently inconsistent player of all time. This man could go on a 200-game hit streak, or not, a 50-game hit streak, and hit like 600 in that, and then just not get a hit for 2 months. He's that kind of player. I'm going to put him in C. Actually, I'm going to put him in B because he's so hot right now. He's probably the best defensive center fielder in the game. He made an unbelievable catch last night in the 17th inning marathon of that game. JD Martinez is S. Probably the best pure hitter in baseball. Maybe Mike Trout, maybe Yelich, maybe Bellinger, you could argue, but Martinez can just hit the ball, power, contact, whatever you need. Obviously, he can't field, but that's not what he's supposed to do. Rafael Devers, I might put him in B or A. I'm seeing Jackie Bradley in B, and it's kind of like freaking me out, but I'm going to put him in A with his best friend, Xander Bogaerts, because he's had such a good year. He's developed so well. He's playing better defense after a horrible start, and I think he's just such a quality player. I believe this is Michael Chavis. Michael Chavis, we're going to put in C. Well, Jackie Bradley's really standing out. I might have to move him later. I don't know. Michael Chavis really doesn't do much well. He just kind of swings at everything, but you kind of need that in a lineup where a guy it's kind of like home run, double, or bust. But he's hit well lately. Put on a little hit streak and not playing much defense at first or second, but it's fine. Nathan Eovaldi is probably a C too. He's a good starting pitcher, but he's hurt so often. I think he'd suit better as the Red Sox closer once he comes back. He throws hard, he'll limit his innings. I think it'll be great for him, but I don't know if that'll actually happen with him being paid $17 million a year. But I think he's a C player. If he stays healthy, he could move up to B or A. Mitch Moreland's also a C player. You notice there's kind of like a trend going here. It's most C's and D's and B's, but yeah. Moreland can hit for power, and that's about it. Mitchie Two Bads hits doubles and home runs, and that he's not going to get you a lot of singles because of the shift, and for some reason he doesn't bunt against the shift, which he easily could, unless you want to be Max Scherzer and break your nose somehow because you're getting lazy. Steve Pearce is D. Steve Pearce is like 36 years old. He's not that good anymore. He really doesn't have the power left. He plays okay defense. I mean, there's really nothing there. Dustin Pedroia, I don't even know how I have him on this list. Dustin Pedroia is probably an F, but I'm going to put him in D because he'll never play again, which is like a problem. But like if he just played right now, I think he'd probably be a D. If he's healthy, he's an A, but he's not. So Tyler Thornburg's an F. I really need to go into more. Tyler give up runs. Thornburg only does what his name says. Only gives up runs every time. Every single time he steps up there. Ryan Brazier's so inconsistent. Ryan Brazier, we'll put him in the C. I think he's more like a Walden level, but he's just not consistent enough to play great baseball all the time. Next is Big BJ, who blew last night's 7th game. Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson is a D. He really doesn't offer much. He's not that good. He has this big curveball, and that's about it. There's not much to say about him. Hector Velasquez is also a D. He's not that. He threw well last night and got hurt. He just doesn't do much for your team. Tsui Lin's an S. No, Tsui Lin's a D. He doesn't do much. Again, barely plays. I'm kind of including this guy just for the fun, but he barely plays, and I'm just not that happy with his performance lately. He's the best Vietnamese player of all time, but Colton Brewer is also D. I think he's good, not great. I don't think he's that horrendous, but I don't think he's the level of these other guys. So Keith Hembry's a B. Hembry's had an unbelievable year this year, like a sub 2.3 ERA. He's hurt right now, but every time he goes out there, you're confident he's going to get you out of that inning. So him and Workmeister are our two best relievers this year. Rick Porcel's a B. I might say he's a C, but when he's on, he's really good. He just misses a lot, which gives up home runs, which inflates his ERA, but we win a lot of games he starts, and I feel like that's really all that matters. Next is Bobby Pointer. Bobby Pointer's a D. There's really nothing special about Bobby Pointer. He should be our only lefty, but he's not going to come up. I think he'll progress in the upcoming years, but right now he's just not great. David Price is an A. I wouldn't say he's an S yet, but he's had a wonderful season. Bad start recently, but good last night. Went 6 innings. Only 73 pitches and got taken out. It's only a run, but I think he's a great pitcher. Eduardo Rodriguez is B. I think the starting rotation is really good, but Eddie really just needs to go after guys. He just doesn't for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. I'm just kind of disappointed with him, but I think he has such a high potential. And Chris Sale's an S. Top 3 pitcher in the game every year. Doing everything he can. Great player. And so that's my tier rankings list. I'll keep Jackie Bradley at B. It's kind of a controversial one, but what can you do? So that's my list. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, or not. It's really your choice. And have a fantastic day. See you.